So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this tutorial video, we are gonna learn about CSS text formatting. There are so many of CSS text property. So we are gonna learn our CSS text. So let's move forward to our text color. Okay. Some people know how to add colors in CSS, but for some people, I'm gonna start with the basic here. Okay, so let's move forward to text color. So the color property is used to set the color of the text. Okay, so let's write down here something here h1 and let's write here baby deck. Okay, then let's create a paragraph tag and let's write here lorem. Then let's write once again readable. Hello guys, welcome back. Just like that. So this is our P tag and H1 tag. Now let's move forward to our color. So let's add some color here, our basic name tag colors. So first of all, create a style tag here. Then let's write here, as you can see, this is a body tag, so we can write in body tag. Then let's write here color, whichever you want. I select gray, then save. Let's see our output. As you can see, it's in gray mode, but gray mode is even visible right now. So let's change our color and save. As you can see, so that is how it works. If you want blue color, then just like that. You can also select the RGB colors, HSL colors, hexadecimal colors, or name wise. We write gray color, and this is our RGB. You can also do that by let's create a new one here, P, and let's create a new here color, and let's write our hexadecimal color. So double F, double zero, then save. So as you can see, this is our red color right now, our paragraph. So that is how our text colors works here. Now let's move forward to our text color, background color. Okay, this is our text color, but now we are going to write our background color. So let's write down here in body tag, background color equals to yellow or anything. So as you can see, my background is yellow color right now. So that is how our background colors works here. Okay guys, and so let's move forward to our text alignment and text direction. Okay, there's our points here. Text alignment last, direction, Unicode by direction, and vertical alignment. Okay, so let's start with our text alignment. So first of all, let's write our, as you can see, I've written here H1. So let's write here H1 tag. Then let's create our alignment text here. So text alignment equals to center. Then save. As you can see, it's in center mode. You can also do that by left and right. Okay, as you can see in left mode right now. And if you write right, then it's right. So that is how text alignment works. Now let's write once again here also text alignment justify, then save. As you can see, it justifies the text here. As you can see, this is the text here. It can justify that. If you want this text in right mode, then click write. As you can see, our text in write mode right now. If you write here left, then it's in left mode right now, as you can see. So that is how our text alignments works here. Now let's move forward to our text alignment last. Okay, as you can see, then save. This is our last. Now let's write here right, then save. As you can see, it's in right mode right now. Alignment last. You can also do that by center. As you can see, it's in center mode right now. So that is how our text alignment last works here. You can also do the justify, then save. As you can see, it's justified right now like this. So that is how our text alignment last work here. Now let's move forward to our text direction. Okay. So we're gonna learn our first direction and Unicode by direction property. They can be used to change the text direction of an element. Okay. So let's move forward to, let's write here left our normal default. As you can see, normal default our left. Now let's move forward to our direction. Okay, so let's write here direction right to left. As you can see, it looks like this. Okay, if you write here left to right, then see, is our basic right now. So that is how it works. So let's write here right to left, and then we're gonna write our Unicode by direction. So for that you need to write down Unicode by VID by right, and this is a override here, by direction override we're gonna use here. Then save. So as you can see, it's right down in the backward mode right now. So that is how our universal bidirectional code works here. Okay. Now let's move forward to our vertical alignment. Okay. So for vertical alignment, we need to take some peaks here. Okay. So for that, let's take this peak in here. Image src. Let's take our 12. We have here 12.jpg. Let's take this peak as a. Now let's move forward to our width and height. Let's take width 15 and height give them 10, just like that. Then save. Let's give them the class here. I give them class A, capital A, then save. Let's see. As you can see, our peak is here. Now the change here in vertical alignment we are gonna write. So let's write down here image dot capital A. As you can see, our tag is image and class is A. That's why I write here image capital A. So let's write our vertical alignment baseline. Then save. So this is our baseline, guys. Okay. Now let's copy this one. Let's create one more of it. Example B here, C and D. Then let's just copy this one also and then paste. Give them B, give them C, give them D. Then save. As you can see, this is our baseline. Let's change our Here our text top, text bottom, so subscript, super. So okay, so let's first write our text top, bottom. If you want to write text top, then subscript. As you can see, the subscript is slightly down here, and our this is our text top, this is our text bottom, and this is our text baseline. It's in center mode right now. Let's create one more here. Let's give them capital E and give them super. Then save. For that we need to create one more here. Then capital E. Then save. As you can see, this is our superscript and this is our subscript. As you can say that is how it's our vertical alignments works here. So now let's move forward to our text decoration. Okay. So the text decoration line property is used to add decoration line to the text. So let's move forward to our this. Firstly, we need to write our. Let's take our example as our P. Let's write down P here and then text decoration overline. Then save. As you can see, this is our text and it's in overline right now because we use P, so it's entire data defected here. Let's clear our images right now. So we can easily see the outputs in line. Then save. We also need to remove this one. Then save. So as you can see, this is our overline right now. If you let's take our H1 also, our baby deck, and text decoration line through. Okay, it's gonna be in, as you can see, it's line through in the text. You can also do the difference. Like let's take an example of it. Underline. Then save. As you can see, the text is underlined right now. You can also do the changes somewhere like overline and underline both at once, as you can see. So that is how our text decoration works here. Okay. Now let's move forward to our specify a color for the decoration line. Okay. So the text decoration color property is used to set the color of the decoration file. As you can see, we need to, if you want to change this color, you can also do that by text decoration color. As you can see, is here. Let's take as aqua color, then save. As you can see, my color is changing. So that is how our color is changing here in decoration style line color. As you can see. Now let's move forward to our specify style for the decoration line. Okay, we can also do the style here. Now let's move forward to our code. We are gonna write in here same as this one. So let's write our text decoration line. Okay, but line we need to write down here style. Okay, and write here solid, then save. This is our solid line right now. Let's write here text decoration style. Then we need to write down here our many example dotted, then save. As you can see, my all paragraph text is not dotted right now. You can also do that changes here if you want wavy, if you want dash, you can do like that. Okay, double dotted dash wavy solid, you can use that. Okay, now let's move forward to specify the thickness for the decoration line. Okay, so let's specify the so the decoration thickness property is used to set the thickness of the decoration line. So let's move forward to our here text decoration line we already use. Let's you can also do that here line by that. If you want to give the line, it's the same as with this one. Now let's write down our text decoration. We are going to write our thickness. As you can see, it's here. We can do by auto if you want to auto, and if you want 5 pixel, then 5 pixel you can also do that. As you can see, it's 5 pixel right now. You can do 25. If you want to write this in percentage, you can also do that. As you can see, my style decoration borderline is changing right now. That is by our thickness. So that is how it's work our. Now let's move forward to our shorthand property. Okay, so here the text decoration line, as you can see, this is text decoration line is required in shorthand property. If you don't write this color, style, or thickness, then it's fine, it's optional. But we need to write this text decoration line, overline. We need to write down because this is required here. So we already write here text decoration underline or overline. You want. Now let's move forward to our. You can also do that the changing here by that. Let's see. Then save. As you can see, it didn't pick up right now because we already specify here. Then save. Then cancel this one. Then save. As you can see, it's now here because of our color property we selected here. That's why it didn't. So you can also do that here if you want blue double, if you want blue dotted, you can also do that. We need to clear this one for that. Then save. As you can see, it's in dotted mode right now. If you want this in 15 pixel, you can also do that. In one file, you can do, in one code, you can do all the things we write, as you can see. So that is how our shorthand properties works. Now let's move forward to our CSS text transformation. Okay, so the text transformation property is used to specify uppercase and lowercase letter in a text. That's why we use here. And it can be used to turn everything into uppercase or lowercase letters or the first capitalized letters. So let's move forward to our style. We already write. And then our text transform uppercase. So let's write down here text transform, as you can see is here. If you want capitalize, then you can also do that. As you can see, my all files are first letter is in capital. As you can see G, W and B here. L, I, D, S, A, C. So that is how it's capitalized first letter of our text. And if you write here lowercase, then all are in second ABCD right now. As you can see in lowercase right now. And if you write here uppercase, then all are in capitalized. So that is how our CSS text transformation works here. Okay. So let's move forward to our CSS text spacing. So the text indentation is used to text indent property is used to specify the indentation of the first of a line of a text. Okay, let's take an example so you can understand. So let's clear this one right now. Then we need to write here text indent. As you can see, the text spacing indentation we use here text indent. So let's take write as example 100 pixel. Then save. As you can see, there's a space here. This is our indent spacing here. Is transformed. If we write here 10 pixel, then that is how it works. Okay, then 100. So that is how is our text indents work here. Now let's move forward to our later spacing property. So the later spacing property is used to specify the space between the characters in a text. So let's take increase and decrease space here as an example. So for that we need to write down here, sorry, we need to write down here our text later spacing here. Okay, later spacing. If you want 20% or 10 pixel, you can do that. I write here 20 pixel. Let's take example. As you can see, so this is our spacing here in each character words here. If you want to decrease this, you can also do that. So let's take this example as a decrease as a minus 20. Then save. As you can see, let's take minus 1 as an example. Then save. So as you can see, the space is decreasing right now. So that is how it works. If you write here 3 pixel, then that is how the space is work here. Then 1 pixel, let's take example. So that is how is our later spacing works here. Now let's move forward to line height. The line height property is used to specify the space between lines. Okay, so let's move forward to our line height. Okay, so let's take example as a 0.1% example. As you can see, 0, even if we do 0.1 is so much right now. So that is how is our works. And if we write here 10, then as you can see, so that is how our line height works here. Okay, so now let's move forward to our word spacing. So the word spacing property is used to specify the space between the words in a text. Okay, so let's take example of it so you can easily understand. Now word spacing, sorry, word spacing. Now we need to write here in pixel. Let's take as an example 20 pixel and space. As you can see, the word spacing here, each of words here is spacing right now. If you want to decrease this, you can also do that. Let's take minus 20. So that is how it works. Let's take as a 1. So that is how it's look right now. Word spacing here. Okay. Now let's the white space property we are gonna learn. So white space property specifies how white space inside an element is handled here. Okay, so let's take as an example our white space no wrap. As you can see, this is a white spacing, but if you want white space, then let's write here our white space. We are gonna write here now wrap. As you can see, the spaces between these ones is disabled text warping inside an element. Okay, that is why we use here no wrap. So now let's move forward to our last 2 points. You can last 1 point. Okay, the CSS text shadow. So the text shadow property adds shadow to the text. Now let's take example of it. You can specify. Let's take example, then we can understand. Then let's write here text shadow. Here, as you can see, you can specify the horizontal shadow and vertical shadow. So whichever first one you write is one the horizontal, and second shadow you write is a vertical shadow. So let's take as a 3 pixel, this is our horizontal, and let's take example of our vertical. Then save, as you can see, so that is how it works here. If you want to change the color, you can also do that. Let's take as a blue, then save. As you can see, it's too much right now, so let's give the 1 pixel, then save. As you can see, you can also do that in 0.1. Let's write down 0.1. 0.1 is not looking right now, so let's take 0.4 as an example. As you can see, so that is how is our color shadows works here. Let's take as a 0.8, and as you can see the shadows is moves here, so that is how it works. You can also do that the effect here if you want. Okay, so the third point you write here, that is the effect here. So let's take as an example 6 pixel if you want. As you can see the affected here. So that is how is our CSX text shadows work here, guys. If you have any query, write down in comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you want this source code of this our examples of previous video and this video, write down your email ID in the comment section. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.